afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, August 31st, and this is your Silver Screen Report. Last week was the first week of high school for the class of 2016. Luke Amick welcomes the freshmen.
Behind me is the freshman hallway, the new home to the class of 2016. We interviewed a couple of freshmen and teachers about the first week of the class of 2016. Here's what they had to say.
I was kind of like totally freaked out, but I mean it got easier because I still have to pull my schedule out, but as long as I know the classes, then I'm okay.
I like this school because it's big and it has a lot of classrooms in my classes. I like all my classes.
I'd have to say it was pretty big, and honestly, it was really confusing. Like, all my friends kind of knew where they were going, so I kind of just went with the crowd and kind of guessed my way around.
It is a big jump to come from the middle school to the high school. There's a lot of adjustments just in finding your way around the building. The course workloads are a little bit of an adjustment, getting to know your teachers, but the ones I've had so far seem to be doing a great job.
I guess my expectations of myself are just kind of to stay out of everybody's way and get all my work done, because it's this is when it's important. It's the next 4 years. But I guess for everybody else, it's just to be easy and go with it and just have an awesome time.
I don't want to go kind of unnoticed in a way. I mean, staying under the radar in a good way, yes, but at the same time, I don't want to be just this guy.
I definitely think that freshmen have hope. I love teaching freshmen, and I love to see them grow, and I love when they come back and visit me as the years progress. So I think they have a lot of potential, and they're really going to do a great job this year.
Overcrowding has begun to affect all aspects of life at Dutch Fork. Jenny Klett has the story.
With the school being completely full this year, overcrowding has begun to disturb student life.
I just kind of wish that they would figure something out to either reduce how many people are here or reduce the flow of everything.
There's still, there's just a ton of people, and we're all in one spot, crammed together, and it's not working out.
Originally it was designed on a 10-year plan, I think for about 1,400 or so. They built the new wing, was designed for about 1,800. We sit around about 2,000, 2,100 now, so there are a lot more students in here than it was originally designed for.
Even with 4 different lunches, students still struggle to find a seat.
Teachers and administration do a really good job of handling the crowds. It, of course, would be easier if it were a smaller number of students.
We're lucky we have 4 different lunches. If we didn't have that many lunches, it might get more crowded in there. I know Mr. Pollock's done a great job of coordinating, making sure we have about the same number at all 4 lunches.
Hallway transportation has become harder and harder every year.
I kind of have a harder time getting to my classes, especially going through stairwells. Last year it was pretty bad too.
It just makes me not get to class on time, and then I get a lot of tardies.
I'm really impatient, so it's really annoying when you're walking down the hallway by the cafeteria and the main staircase. You're just at a dead stop and you don't get anywhere.
The best thing is be courteous in the hallway, so you help people move along and pay attention to what you're doing.
There's not that much time to get between your classes, and you can go to your lockers if you have to. And some people have classes all the way on one side of the building, have to go all the way across to the other. And if there's just people piling in the staircases, there's no way you can get to your class on time.
Overcrowding has also caused problems with class sizes.
I'm up to, in a lot of classes, I'm up to 27, 28, 29. I love a class where you have about 16 and you give really good individual attention.
While overcrowding is a problem now, it is predicted to get better with the new high school and Kate Center opening up. This has been Jenny Klett with your Silver Screen Report.
In order to ensure school safety, there was a lockdown drill on Tuesday. Jared Newman secures the school.
Lockdown drills are essential when it comes to making sure that the student body is ready for possible intruder alerts.
They need to be prepared in any way they can be for any kind of emergency that happens.
English teacher James Gilliam describes the procedure during the lockdown drill.
During the lockdown drill, you just move all the students to the back of the room, away from the door, turn the lights out so it looks like there's no one in the room.
Resource officers have to follow certain protocol to keep students safe.
Basically, we will be observing to make sure that all safety measures are being followed and everybody is doing things correctly to keep everybody as safe as possible.
Students were given an option this year to wear either mesh or regular book bags despite safety issues.
From a safety standpoint, I think the mesh book bags are better than the traditional book bags because of there being less likelihood of being able to hide things that shouldn't be here at school.
It'll just give students a chance to express themselves. You know, when it rains, inclement weather, our stuff won't get rained on. And as long as security doesn't become a problem, it should be a good thing.
There's already a procedure set in place for when visitors choose to come on school grounds. However, if somebody is not supposed to be here, there is a procedure to take care of that as well.
Well, law enforcement is notified and is involved in that, and we take all measures to safely and quickly resolve that issue so that nobody gets hurt.
This is Jared Newman with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall segment, we asked students about the precautions the school takes to help keep us safe.
The orderly fashion, going down the hallway, make sure like none of the kids trip or something like that, they're going downstairs.
I mean, they have security guards, they have a lot of ways to keep us safe. I mean, they're pretty strict about us leaving. So they go to like parking lot to get something. I mean, they're pretty secure and keep us inside the school.
Fire drills and all kinds of stuff to make sure if in case of an emergency, everyone has somewhere to go.
There are the resource officers in the morning in the commons that also are here during lunch, and they'll watch us, make sure everything's safe. But then, you know, there's also like the various administrators walking around, making sure we have IDs on, make sure we are who we say we are.
The SAT word of the week is frenetic, an adjective meaning frenzied, hectic, and frantic. For this week's tech review, I took a look at the app SongPop. SongPop is a game that tests your music knowledge. It allows you to compete against other players by guessing the artist of each song given to you in a matter of 10 seconds or less. The app connects to your Facebook or email account and can play specific and random opponents. You can choose which genre of music you want to use, as well as purchase additional genres once you earn enough points in the game. The point of the game is to guess the artist of the song either before your opponent does or before time runs out, depending on whether you're playing by yourself or against a partner. A negative aspect of this app is that you can't chat with your opponent or cancel out of games you accidentally started. One benefit of the app is that once the game is over, it shows you the title and artist of each song you just heard and gives you the option of purchasing it in the iTunes Store. The app is free and downloadable on Apple and Android devices. This has been Logan Ellis with your Tech Review. Going beyond makeup, dresses, and high heels, freshman Ryan Scott goes against the status quo by playing football. Here's Dahlia Beckett with the story.
When looking at a football team, one usually does not see a girl.
I think it's really cool. Like, not many girls play football. Like, it's usually just like guys that play football, and like, I don't know, I just think it's like really original and kind of very different. I think it's cool.
Freshman Ryan Scott breaks the mold by playing on B team.
My parents just asked me one day, what sport do you want to play this year? And I told them football. So
she's a good teammate. She's out there. She practices hard. She's got a great attitude. You know, she's a very nice girl, and she's just trying to find her place in the football world.
Although Ryan plays football, she still manages to have a social life.
It is a dominant male sport, but you could do anything. So.
This has been Dahlia Beckett with your Silver Screen Report.
Tuesday night, students and staff attended a reception honoring ROTC instructor Chief John Willis. LJ Finney has the story.
This week is Chief John Willis's last week at Dutch Fork High School.
Strange story. When I first started working here about 10 years ago, some of my students wanted me to meet their grandmother. Well, 10 years later, I find myself teaching former cadets' children. It's time to go.
Students and faculty make an attempt to adapt to the news of Willis's retirement.
It's kind of sad. It's really disappointing because I love Chief, and you grow to have a relationship with Chief. We're being here for 3 years and being ROTC, but I don't know. He's been here for a very long time, so I'm sure he's pretty ready to leave.
we're just going to need everyone in ROTC is going to need to step up their game and become the leaders that we're in there to become. But it's going to be harder without him there to lead us.
Very sad. I'm very sad about Chief leaving. Chief has been here at Dutch Fork High School since 1992 when the school opened, 20 years. He spent 30 years in the Air Force, so Chief Willis has been in the Air Force uniform for 50 years, 5 decades, almost unbelievable. But I guess the most thing we're going to really miss about him is just his being here. Chief was always here, ready to go, ready to counsel, ready to help any student.
Willis feels bittersweet emotions about leaving.
I have mixed emotions about leaving Dutch Fork. I spent 20 wonderful years here. I have no remorse whatsoever, but now it's time for me to move on.
Willis already has plans for the first few months of his retirement.
Well, for the next couple of months, the month of September, I'm just going to relax a little bit, take life easy. In October, I'm scheduled for a 5-day trip to Bermuda. In November, I plan on visiting my daughter in Tampa, if it's still there, and my son in New Orleans. Then in December, I'm going up to the New York area for Christmas.
Finding a replacement for Willis is not an easy task.
Well, when Chief decided to retire, I tried to talk him into a few extra years, but he said time was time. So we talked to the Air Force ROTC headquarters in Montgomery, Alabama, and they go out and they give us people who are eligible for the job to be an ROTC instructor. And then the principal interviews those people, and we choose the best one for Dutch Fork.
This has been LJ Finney for your Silver Screen Report.
Now, it's been a fantastic tour. I thoroughly enjoyed it myself, and see you around Irmo.
Alec has many great resources to offer to students here at Dutch Fork. Ross Jordan studies for the test.
ALEC is the Academic Literacy Enrichment Center, and that's where you can come to get assistance with your schoolwork, so we can help you with homework, test preparation. If you have projects that you're working on, you can come here and get that information. And we have peer tutors who are 10th, 11th, and 12th graders who have been selected to help you with any of your needs that you have.
Peer tutors can be a great way to help students with their schoolwork. Molly Brown is one of them.
Alec pulled me out of my study hall and asked me to tutor in case they had someone that came in there with questions.
Students have a lot going on. There's a lot to keep up with, so we're just another support to help you through the academic process. So, homework, like I mentioned, projects, all that we can assist you with.
There are various reasons why students use ALEC.
Like studying, like staying after school, or taking a test, so I have to make it up.
I think it's a good place to go if you want to get things done.
If you're having trouble with the class, it helps you out, with studying. If you need tutoring or something, it helps you out with that.
ALEC has college information available to the student body.
The College and Career Center that's in the works is another way to enhance. Guidance does a lot of that, but what we want to do is bring in some literature that you can have access to for information about local schools as well as nationwide. The hours are from 7 in the morning till 6 p.m. So you can drop in and see about coming to get some work done, or you can meet in the Commons area where we're set up for lunch and you can sign up there.
This has been Ross Jordan with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Fox Fridge, Kristen McGilton bakes Nutella cookies.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. This is Kristen McGilton with your Fox Fridge. Today, I will be showing you how to make Nutella cookies. 1 cup of Nutella, 1 cup of flour, and 1 egg. So you will preheat your oven to 350. To prepare the dough, you add 1 cup of Nutella, 1 cup of flour, and the egg. You then mix it until it turns into a dough. After 8 minutes, you're going to take them out the oven and let them cool for 1 to 2 minutes. And that's the finished product.
Tonight is Dutch Fork football's first home game against Fort Mill. Since our field is not ready, the game will be played at Chapin High School at 7 p.m. Juniors, if you would like to be considered for junior board, please pick up an application in room 256. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the show, please email us at dfsilverscreen@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Thank you. In the window. being obnoxious, trying to distract me. So I took a look at the app Song Pop. I'm gonna do that one over again.